Alright, here we go. We're nice and seasoned. All our meat's browned. You know, we got a little bit in here. I don't mind that because after we're all done, we let it sit for a few minutes. Now comes the pain in the butt. We gotta drain all the, pull all the sausage and leave all the grease in. But we gotta do that in a relatively fast time because you don't want to drop this off too fast and then let it soak up all the grease. So
heat off.
Yeah, just for now. It's still hot enough, as you can see. Start seeing the grease pooling down here. You want to make sure you pull it up and give it a good squeeze because that's going to give you enough. You see how that just drained off the sausage?
Yeah.
That's what you really want because that's your roux.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not gonna have enough grease.
No. I've heard people contest that dries out the sausage. I'd rather have a decent, flavorful roux.
And
Not to mention some of this stuff. We're not getting all the grease off it, as you can see. I'm just giving a quick squeeze. It's still moist. Yes, I used the moist word. Yeah. It's still fine. Pan's still hot. As you can see, the grease is kind of bubbling, so that's perfect timing. You can also see some of the seasoning that's sticking there, so that's staying in the pan, so that's good. That means you're going to have a flavorful roux. You still see it on the sausage too, so you're going to have a good flavored sausage. Almost there. Not a lot, but I think enough. All right, so as you can see, there is not a lot of grease there. Turn it around a bit so you can see it. I mean, it's decent, but it's not a ton. Want to make sure, by the way, that you cover up your meat. That way you're going to keep it warm. I use a ton of aluminum foil. You can always reuse it. Get my all-purpose flour. For that, this is the trick. Fork.
Yes.
Bend the fork.
Break the fork.
Yeah, just bend it. You can always bend it down. Turn your heat back on to low, down to 2 here. Let this moisten up. We're gonna grab. I need some butter because, as you can see, our roux isn't exactly super thick. This is about 1.5 tablespoons, as you can see, or 1.5 tablespoons worth of ovens ready for biscuits. Drop in there. I probably could have got away with a little less than this. Looking at,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, the trick to this is a good roux. Without the roux,
You got biscuit and sausage.
you know, or at very least, I guess not. I like covering the bottom of the pan. That was always the way that I did it before. I apparently butchered my bag of... You want to keep the temperature down at this point. Last thing you want is this thing boiling, and then you have, you know, when you add the flour, the whole point is to go low and slow, bring it up slightly, and then once that flour activates, that's when you get your thick roux. So this is the tricky part, because it's all about mixture. How much you do. If you don't do the right amount, this is where the problem occurs. So you got to have the right mixture of your liquid, your base, to the flour.
And make sure you're using a tablespoon and not a teaspoon.
Yeah. See some of this kind of... I went a little bit too far in my bend. Not even close. Turn this down a little bit, 2.5. The whole goal here is to get this stuff some good coloring too, so that tells me a lot about the grease that we had, and then you get too much of it when your roux starts looking like pure white. You got not enough grease and way too much flour. We're getting close though. You can see that in the thickness coming up.
Yeah, you want to get it pasty.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe just a hair more.